What's going on YouTube? Welcome to the House of Dre's channel, and today I want to do something brand new, different to the channel here. And we're going to take a look at what would the old school classic original Yu-Gi-Oh characters would look like with up-to-date decks based off of Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duels. And then if you guys want me to, I could run a couple games to see if it's better or not. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at this team in general. Hit the like, comment, subscribe. First off, we got the Mystical Elf. Now basically how I base this roster is based off of all the cards that they use throughout the series in general. So if they use it in Duelist Kingdom, if they used it in Battle City, if they used it in the Grand Championship, and of course the very last one, which is the final duel between Atem and Yugi. That's what it looks like. Now I'm gonna make two different decks, one based off of Atem and the other one based off of Yugi. That way it'll be a lot more, I think it'll be just a lot more better, in my personal opinion. But right now this is gonna be Atem's deck at this moment in time. I've only ran it once with my homeboy, so I don't know exactly how good this deck would be, but let's go through all the cards, and you guys let me know down in the comment section if there are cards I'm missing, and let's get it. First off, I got the Mystical Elf, of course, a card that he played in Duelist Kingdom. Move over, we got Alpha the Magnet Warrior. Now I understand they have updated versions of those, but I think that would be for Little Yugi more than it is for Atem, so I just stick with the original Magnet Warriors. Of course, we got Gazelle. I definitely have to get the new Gazelle packages that came out on the game. I just haven't done it just yet, of course, you know, just me being me. Of course, there's Beta. There is Gamma, so all three Magnet Warriors are in here. There's Queen's Knight, of course. You know, they got the Knights in general because that's what they like to use to bring out the Egyptian God cards. Jack's Knight, there you go. Southern Skull, a card that I could update to a different version of the Southern Skull. If we take a look over here, we take a look at all the different versions of the Archfiend types. There's also, you know, his Awakening, which is the fusion card. I mean, not fusion card, but a ritual card I can do. I can also do a fusion version of the card if I wanted to. Archfiend's Commander. No, not Archfiend's Commander. I thought it was another one I was looking at. I can't remember. Oh, Archfiend's Call, which is basically another version of Southern Skull, which is Synchro Summon. Archfiend's Ascend, which is a what do you call that? What is the name of that? Exceed. I'm staring at it and I can't remember. Exceed summon version. So I could have easily just do any one of those. So that's why I'm not actually gonna run this deck today, because I'm not 100% sure on exactly which other version of Southern Skull. I just take the original for right now, and then if I decide to run this deck, I would definitely probably update that to different versions of Southern Skull in general. Of course, Dark Magician, that's given. Karibo, of course, one of his go-tos. Of course, discard the card, take no battle damage for that battle. Old Victim Magician. I also added cards that I would assume they would add to their deck. So Old Victim Magician, he used during the Grand Championship against Vivian and a little side duel that they was doing. But I think this is a card that he would definitely add. Spellcaster, I think Atem would add a lot more spellcasters to his deck just to branch it out a little bit more, in my personal opinion. Big Shield Gardener, of course, big defense for him. Noxious Celtic Guardian, a card that allow it to stay on the field a little bit longer than what normal people would want, because it can't be hit with 1900 or more. It just stays. Of course, King's Knight of Easily. Magician's Valkyria, like I said, another spellcaster, level 4. Kind of reminds you of a Dark Magician Girl, a lower version of here. So I just like, let me add that to the deck. Then we got Blast Magician, another spellcaster, like the word magician in there. Like I said, I think Atem would move around to more magicians with special effects that he can use to help his deck out more often than not. Rapid Fire Magician, another thing right here. Every time your opponents activate a normal spell card, they take 400 damage. I think it's another card that he would add. I also feel like he played this in the anime at some point, but I can't be 100% on that. Here is the new version of Caliport Turtle. Level 4 this time, not a level freaking 5. So you can also tribute this monster to special summon Gaia the Fierce Knight, or level 5 Dragon, which would be Curse of Dragon, or a new version of Curse of Dragon. Definitely be easy to use to bring them out at any point in time. Plus, level 4, 1,000 attack, 2,000 defense. Perfect for what he's trying to do. Baphomet, like I said, I know they got an updated version of that. So right now I add it to them until I go to the pack and try to get it myself. The Tricky, he used against Yugi in the final duel that they did. So of course, discarded one card just to bring out a monster with 2,000 would be wonderful for the Pharaoh to use. Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon. They have this one. They have a what is it called? They have a Curse of Fire Dragon or something like that. It's basically another version of Curse of Dragon. Once again, add this card out to hurry up and fuse it up to get a fusion version of Gaia and them together. That's what this is for. Of course, Dark Magician Girl, classic. Princess Illusions Magician, another kind of like another version of Dark Magician, a Dark Magician Girl. This also help him in the duel to where he has her in the hand. Because if we're being real, Atem had a lot of beat sticks, a lot of level 6, level 5, level 6 high monsters that realistically you don't want to play. So having a card like this, adding 2,000 to your Dark Spellcaster, Dark Magician Girl, and Dark Magician goes a long way. Goes a long way for his deck personally. Buster Blader, the Destruction Swordsman, an updated version of Buster Blader. Like I said, Buster Blader has its own archetype, so there's thousands of different Buster Bladers that I could have went with. Of course, you got the original one, which we updated it from. You had the Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman, but that's a fusion type. And I kind of want to stay away from the fusion type for Buster Blader, and I just want to focus more on having him have just a regular Buster Blader out on the field that has an effect outside of just raising because of a dragon attacking us. So here, Lord Gaia, the Fierce Knight, updated version of Gaia the Fierce Knight, but this one is a special one where if your opponent controls a monster, you control no monsters, special summon this card. This will definitely, so this is kind of like how Swift Gaia the Fierce Knight is summoned to the field when you have no cards in your hand. It's the only card in your hand, you can special summon him. Basically, Lord Gaia does the same thing. And then when this card attacks, it gains 700 in the battle step. So it helps out more. So this is definitely, of course, like I said, Gaia has a whole different, its own little monster collection. Of course, you got Gaia the Magician Knight. You got, there's plenty other Gaia cards I could have done, but I was like, you know what, let me get Lord Gaia. Buster, Blackluster Soldier, basically banishing one light and darkness to get him out, which is perfect. Something that can help Yugi get more of this card out in general, in my personal opinion. Of course, Slifer is the only Egyptian god card I added. I didn't want to add both Raw and Obelisk. I was like, Slifer's the first one he had. We'll just stick with Slifer, even though later on Atem did get the rest of them. I was like, we'll just stick right here. Let's just stick right here and see how that runs, because he already got a lot of high ranked monsters that's hard to get out. So I was like, we'll just stick with Slifer. And then Magician of Chaos, which is basically like the new version of Magician of Black Chaos. So this is Magician of Chaos for his Chaos deck, so he can run this card, and also this comes another Dark Magician when you fusion summon it. Perfect, you know what I'm saying? That's perfect for him. Of course, the Magical Trap, we got Swords of Revealing Light, we got Brain Control, Dark Magical Curtain to get Dark Magician out, we got a Poly, there's Monster Reborn, Thousand Knights for Dark Magician, Soul Taker, which he did use in Battle City. He did use in Battle City, if I'm not mistaken. Sage of Stone, if you got Dark Magician Girl out, you can do Dark Magician. Something that Taya used in the virtual world, but I was like, you know what, that'd be a good card for you because he actually has both of them. And I know BS anime crap or whatever. Tamias, I know, yes, they had the regular Dragon for Tamias, but I didn't want to make it a complete Dark Magician deck in general, because the Pharaoh, while he loves Dark Magician, he doesn't play a strictly Dark Magician deck. His deck is basically full of monsters, full of high level monsters that he uses willpower to pull out. So Tamias would just be one of those, another one of those, you know what I'm saying? That'd just be another one that he added to his list. Magic Formula, of course, for the Dark Magicians. Chaos Form to get Magician of Chaos out. Magical Dimension, basically if you control a spellcaster, target one monster you control, tribute that target, then special summon one spellcaster from your hand, then you can destroy one monster in the field. Helps to get Dark Magician Girl out, help you get Dark Magician out, anything and everything just to help get those beast monsters out. Life Force Sword, of course, one of his go-to cards he used. Chain Destruction, he used for Battle City, his first duel against the Rail Hunter with Exodia. Just killing off cards in general. That's helped kill off a lot of cards. Mirror Force, definitely gotta have it. Magical Cylinder, definitely gotta have it. Magical Circle, let's say Dark Magician Girl is about to attack, or Rapid Fire Magician is about to attack. Then we can go ahead and summon a spellcaster to the field with 2,000 or more or less. Perfect. The revival of Sky Guy to help get Slifer out, to have 6 cards to make sure he's in quick 6,000 attack points. That's to help him out. Shadow Spell. Spellbinding the Circle is not in the game, so you gotta do to add them up. And then the fusion cards, we got Chimera. I know they got an updated version of him, like I said earlier. I'll get to it when I get to it. Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight for Atem. Gaia, the Magical Knight of Dragons. Once again, the Gaia decks in general, is so many of them. I decided just to pick this one because at least this one, it gains 2600, so it becomes a really hard of a monster to get over, and I think that's perfect for Atem, because Atem does the way he does things, you know what I'm saying? Dark Paladin, Dark Magician, and Buster Blader. I think I might have to remove this because I don't know if this is gonna work for Buster Blader, the Destroyer. The other Buster Blader I got, so I have to run a test on that one. Element Dragon, Dark Magician, Ayatamias, of course. The Dark Magicians, which is Dark Magician Girl, comes out anyway. They normally do that. He's done that a couple times where they buff together. He does a double attack, so might as well have the card that does it. Arcana Knight Joker, fusing all 3 knights into one, which is him. Something that he never done in the anime, but I'm assuming he just never had the card for it. So now he has the card for it. A monster with 3,800 attack points. That will help him get over a lot of monsters, definitely. Quincy Magician, that's why all the spellcasters was there. If he has all 5 spellcasters or 6 of them or whatever he has, he can fuse them all in and bam, get the pretty much his most brokenest card in his whole entire deck right here. Would be absolutely crazy for Atem to pull off. Ebon Illusion Magician, another magician that kind of looks like Dark Magician to an extent, but this is kind of like if you can exceed summon to get this one out, which I don't think I have another level 7 just now looking at it. I don't know if I have another level 7 to get this out, but I'll have to take a look at it. Another Black Lesnar Soldier, the Soldier of Chaos. This will be another way for him to link summon into Black Lesnar Soldier. I thought it'll be great to have him have 2. I know he only has 1, but I think it's smart if he had 2 of them, one for link summoning to get him out. Outside of that, just somehow getting into him. I think this is another way to do it. But that's it. That is Atem's full new deck. Like I said, the new Chimera deck, where they have a new version of him, which is down here, the Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts, and Baphomet, the mystical King of Phantom Beasts, and then Chimera, the Illusion Beast. So all those I will have to, I'm gonna try to get them out and add them to the deck just to make it more crazy OP or whatever. And then which one I was going to talk about? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. What do y'all think about Atem's deck? Let me know if y'all want to see more. I'm gonna do Joey's. I got Joey's deck made too, which has a whole different dynamic I did for him. And then I'm working on Kaiba's deck right now. But I'm planning on going through all the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And updating them. And then you guys let me know down in the comment section if I should run these deck on rank. I should rank them up. And if a lot of y'all say yeah, then I'll do it on my Twitch. My Twitch is the House of Andre 94 on Twitch. Y'all let me know, and if that's the case, we'll run these decks to see how many wins we can actually get, and we'll go from there. But you guys hit the like, comment, and subscribe. So I'll see y'all next time.